Hey, this podcast holds nothing sacred. This is Life, Tech, and Sundry. And what is Sundry? It's our experiences put in a melting pot to the internet. So join us on this wild ride called the LTS Podcast. Follow us at LT Sundry on Twitter, LTS.pod on Instagram, Life, Tech, and Sundry on YouTube, and all your favorite podcast distribution services. Stay frosty.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of LTS Out of Office. My name is Marcos Lopez, and today I want to talk to you about something from the internet. On the previous episode, on another one of LTS Out of Office, I was with Mr. J, and I asked him if he knew what the Wayback Machine was. And he said no. And I said, I'll probably do an episode on it. This is me doing an episode about the Wayback Machine, a journey through digital time. Let's do this. Time travel in this economy? Like in the DeLorean? Yeah, no. Welcome back, digital adventurers, to LTS Out of Office. And today we're on not just clocking out, we're winding the clock back. Ever wished you could revisit that GeoCities page you made in the 90s? Or see what Google looked like when it was just a baby search engine? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into the Wayback Machine. This isn't just a quirky tech tool. It's a monumental digital archive, preserving the internet's ever-shifting sands. We'll unpack what it is, how it pulls off this magic, and why it's absolutely crucial in our blink and you miss it online. So, what even is the digital dinosaur known as the Wayback Machine? Let's get down to brass tacks for everything, the details if you will. What is the Wayback Machine? Imagine a librarian, but instead of books, they're collecting the entire internet. That's essentially the Internet Archive, a non-profit powerhouse behind this incredible feat. Born in 1996 but flung open to the public in 2001, their audacious goal is universal access to all knowledge. The Wayback Machine is their crown jewel, a sprawling collection of billions of archived web pages. Speaking of 1996, while the Internet Archive was quietly building its digital arc, the world was gripped by the release of the absolute cinematic masterpiece, Space Jam. Yes, Michael Jordan played basketball with Bugs Bunny against aliens. Good times, very good. Some younger generations don't even know that version of Space Jam. Leave a comment if you know. You know, it essentially takes a snapshot, or multiple snapshots actually, of websites from specific moments in time, storing them so you can go back and see what sites looked like years or even decades ago. For example, you can visit apple.com from 1997 and see their old minimalist design, or even facebook.com, or back in the day it was the facebook.com from 2004, before it became the global behemoth we know today. And the name changes. It's digital archaeology without the dust, spiders, snapshots, and surfing the past. How does this necromancy happen, you ask? It's not magic, but it's pretty clever. The Internet Archive deploys an army of automated programs called web crawlers, or as I like to call them, and many other smarter people like to call them, diligent digital spiders. Spiders for short, constantly scouting across the web. These tireless bots meticulously visit websites, read every byte of content, and then save a perfect copy. Text, images, cascading style of sheets, JavaScript, you name it. Everything needed to faithfully reconstruct the page. When you plug in a URL, by the way, a URL is that thing that it's the HTTPS / google.com or www.google.com into the Wayback Machine, you're presented with a calendar. Each highlighted date is a preserved moment in time. Click it and poof, you are time warped to the exact version of the website. It's not foolproof though. Dynamic content like live streaming video or interactive applications are harder to capture fully. And if a website uses a robot, let me just end quote, file to block crawlers, aka spiders, aka bots, the Wayback Machine might not have anything for it. However, for a vast majority of the static web, it's an astonishingly complete historical record, from cold cases to cringy homepages. Why it matters. This isn't just some curiosity for nerds, though it is for us, specifically for me. The Wayback Machine is a viral, living archive with surprisingly diverse and critical applications. Historians and researchers use it like a digital Rosetta Stone, tracing the evolution of ideas, political narratives, or corporate identities. For example, researchers have used it to track how government websites changed their content during presidential transitions, providing a crucial public record of policy shifts or removed information. Journalists and fact-checkers wield it like a digital truth serum. If a company denies an old marketing claim or a public figure deletes controversial statement, not only one, multiple if they have posted something from their websites, the Wayback Machine can often expose the original content. This is used in a case where a British political advisor tried to discreetly change his blog post, and the Wayback Machine's quote-unquote changes features highlighted the edits. Ever had the sinking feeling when a crucial web page vanishes? The Wayback Machine can be your digital data recovery superhero, bringing lost content back from the brink. It can help you find an old portfolio piece that disappeared when a hosting company went under, or even recover deleted videos that exposed mistakes by an organization, as seen in some OSINT open source intelligence investigations, by the way. It even plays a role in legal battles, providing ironclad proof of what information was publicly accessible at a specific point in time. Courts have grappled with its admissibility, sometimes requiring expert testimony to confirm the accuracy of an archived page in a lawsuit. And let's be real, sometimes it's just pure unadulterated nostalgia. Remember your first awkward LiveJournal layout? Your local pizza place's flashing GIF homepage? The Wayback Machine lets you relive those glorious, cringy moments. The digital abyss, gaps, glitches, and guardians of the web. As powerful as it is, even a digital time machine has its limits. We've seen that with the TARDIS in Doctor Who. We've touched on some dynamic content like embedded applications or continuously updated news feeds are harder to capture perfectly. It's like trying to take a picture of a flowing river. You get a snapshot, but not the entire flow. Then there's a delicate dance of copyright and opting out, if you will. Website owners can request their sites be excluded from the archive. This creates a tension between the public's right to information and individual control. For example, some social media sites like Facebook, aka Meta, and Twitter, now known as X, have actively used robots.txt files to block archiving by the Wayback Machine, leading to gaps in their historical record. And the sheer scale of the internet is mind-boggling. It's growing exponentially, making the task of comprehensive archiving a never-ending Herculean effort, even for spiders. But despite these hurdles, the Internet Archive and the Wayback Machine are unsung heroes, if you will, of the digital preservation. They are the quiet custodian of our shared online heritage, battling against link rot and server shutdown. They're literally protecting the collective memory of humanity's digital journey. Don't just look back, explore. The Wayback Machine is more than just a website. It's a monument to the relentless dedication of digital activists and a profound reminder of how quickly our online world evolves. It's a critical resource, not just for the past, but for understanding the present and shaping the future. So, what are you waiting for? Head over and to archive. Type in the embarrassing old blog your URL, or maybe just a major news site from a decade ago, and prepare to be amazed. Take a trip down memory lane or discover something you never knew. And with that, dear listener, wraps up this episode of LTS Out of Office. If you enjoyed this journey through digital time, please hit a subscribe, a like, a follow, anything that keeps you updated to the LTS network. If you're listening on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or anywhere that you follow your favorite media, including us here at LTS. And please leave us a review. It really helps. And share your most incredible Wayback Machine finds with us on Instagram, YouTube, or X. Links in the podcast description. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and stay curious. I'm Marcos Lopez, and you've been listening to LTS Out of Office. Stay frosty.